Our special guest this morning, put your hands together for Mr. Chris Barrie, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Now, a firm and established favourite on 5 with his series Britain's Greatest Machines. Chris has, of course, appeared in some of our most treasured comedies as well, including a leisure centre epic, The British Empire, and the brilliant Red Dwarf. But your first job, Chris, if I got this right, was not digging graves, filling graves. It sounds almost murderous.
Well, filling graves, it is a dead-end job. Unfortunately, I didn't dig, because that is a technical... You have to be qualified to dig a grave.
You have to be qualified to dig a grave?
And I wasn't qualified enough. But shoveling,
you know... Because I was thinking, when they said filling graves, I think when you chuck the coffins in.
Look, let me come clean. Originally, I cut the grass around the graves. But, you know, so that was a very untechnical job. You know, you didn't even qualify to push a mower. But then they ran short of grave fillers, so I was trained up.
I never realised it was so...
So looking at the sort of bewilderment on people's faces as we're extending this conversation about filling graves. You know.
Now,
you want to talk about it for 5 minutes more?
No. You got into stand-up. Was that as a way of shaking off the death thing?
Well, I got into stand-up...
Because you've done loads of careers.
Because I was an impressionist originally. That's how I first started. Yeah, I was on Spitting Image.
That's right, yeah.
And, of course, I'm really upset that I no longer work that much as doing impressions when we've got Craig Revel Horwood here, because the dance disaster.
No, darling, you've got that wrong.
Disaster. See, when Brucey does it, it's the dance disaster. I think he gilds the lily, really, because not only do you have Craig, who entertains me so much, but next door you have Len, talking to him as well. Craig, I don't know what you've been watching. That was great. You know, and all
you
that.
used to do Kenneth Williams, didn't you?
No, I did. Oh, yes. No, I did. Oh, yes. All the time, darling, yes.
Who else did you do on Spitting Image?
Well, I did the president, Mr. Ronald Reagan. Where are we? What's your name again? And I did David Colden, the extraordinary, the sport. And morning, everyone. Richie Benno, the cricket commentator, and all that.
The rest of the show. As I said, these days, of course, Chris can be found right here on 5. He's fronting the second series of Britain's Greatest Machines, which is about Britain's greatest machines.
It is. We look at decades, the 1910s, 1920s, 30s, 40s, all the exciting decades where we've got good hands-on, electronics-free, generally, machines that are sort of nice and oily and, you know, I mean, I am absolutely passionate about these things. So
I know you write about cars as well, don't you?
Yeah, I've contributed to various classic car magazines.
So you're a genuine enthusiast for old engines and stuff.
It's an Achilles heel, it's a weakness. I'm absolutely mad about them. It's my passion.
Me too. Now, tonight, Chris looks at the engineering marvels of the 1960s, and I'd say they don't get much sexier than this. Now, I should also tell fans as well, Series 1 of Britain's Greatest Machines has just come out on DVD as well, and you can buy your copy right now from our website. Tracy Ann.
Are they doing another series of Red Dwarf? Will Rimmer be reappearing?
There's a possibility, yes.
That's all I would say. One lonely soul from behind the camera, that was, darling.
Well, apparently on the...
we hear that everybody I've met from Red Dwarf says it may happen, but it never ever gets any further than that. Look, it's been like that for years.
My phone went mad and rang twice the other night when when someone said that Craig Charles on his radio show had blurted out, or leaked is the expression, the fact that we were starting a new series in January. Now, you know, I've been hearing rumours of new series for quite a while. Yeah. Whether it will happen or not, it's got to be a very important sort of 6 months ahead, you know, to get the deal sorted.
There was a rumour of a movie as well. That was another one that went round.
Well, the movie, that was put on a shelf, you know, that no one could reach ever. So that didn't happen. But the special last year happened, and that was kind of replaced the movie. So yeah, I think there will be new Red Dwarf products, and hopefully before I die, it'll happen, you know.
I say bring back the British Empire.
Well, I'd love to bring back the British Empire, you know.
It's too dangerously close to real life, that's the problem.
It is rather, you know. But we also meet up on a cruise ship when we're about 50, and I'm about 50 now, so bring on the cruise ship, yes.
You've worked with Angelina Jolie as well, haven't you? What was that like?
That was... It was quite exciting, yeah. You know, she kept walking past my dressing room, you know, with sort of looking in like that, and I kept going, look, just back off. I'm trying to watch the cricket, you know? Just leave me alone, you know? No, she was a very fiercely professional woman and, you know, a great actress. You know, she taught me everything I have forgotten about movie acting. So, because obviously in Red Dwarf, you know, you're sort of saying, Lister, you're pulling faces and all this sort of stuff. And if you try and do that with a movie screen that size, it just looks ridiculous. Yeah. So you have to watch.
Especially if you've got her lips as well. I mean, it would just make like, disappear into a different cosmos.
Yeah, I tried not to look at them for too long, you know. No, she was really good, really decent person.
OK. Let's move on and tell you about today's show, folks.